So in the previous video, we left off with this problem. So 5 over 2 minus square root of 3. So what you want to do is you want to multiply by something called the conjugate. So what exactly is a conjugate? So conjugate. So a conjugate is basically if you have 3 plus square root of 2, the conjugate of this would be 3 minus square root of 2. So it's basically the opposite sign. The numbers stay the same, but just the opposite sign is in the middle is different. Now, why would you want to multiply by the conjugate? Well, when you multiply by the conjugate, the square roots tend to go away. And you'll see in this problem how they're going to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate. So the conjugate in this case is going to be 2 plus square root of 3. So I'm going to do it to both top and bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to be left with is going to be 5 times 2 plus square root of 3 divided by 2 minus square root of 3 times 2 plus square root of 3. Okay, so now let's FOIL this out. This is going to be 10 plus 5 square root of 3 divided by 2 times 2 is going to give me 4. 2 times square root of 3 is going to give me plus 2 square root of 3. This is going to give me minus 2 square root of 3. And this last one is going to give me minus square root of 9. Okay, now a couple things happen. So you have 10 plus 5 square root of 3 on the top. The 2 square root of 3's are going to go away because they cancel each other out. So you're going to left with 4 minus square root of 9, which is going to give me 3. And that's going to give me 10 plus 5 square root of 3 divided by 1, which is basically 10 plus 5 square root of 3. Okay, and that is my final answer. So notice there's no more square roots on the bottom, and now we have something that looks a little more nicer. So let's do one more problem just to make sure that we really got it. So let's say we had 3 over 1 minus square root of 5. Okay, let's make this a plus. So first things first, let's multiply it by the conjugate, both top and bottom. So the conjugate of 1 plus square root of 5 will be 1 minus square root of 5. So you're going to multiply both top and bottom by 1 minus square root of 5. So what I'm going to have is 3 times 1 minus square root of 5 divided by 1 plus square root of 5, 1 minus square root of 5. Okay, so what I'm going to get, let me distribute this 3. You're going to get 3 minus 3 square root of 5 divided by 1 times 1 gives me 1. 1 times negative square root of 5 gives me negative square root of 5. Positive square root of 5 times 1 is going to give me positive square root of 5. And square root of 5 times negative square root of 5 is going to give me negative square root of 25. So notice that here, also the middle terms cancel each other out. And this always happens when you multiply by the conjugate. So you're left with 3 minus 3 square root of 5 divided by 1 minus square root of 25 is just going to give me a 5. So I'm left with 3 minus 3 square root of 5 divided by negative 4. You can leave it as this if you want. You can further reduce it if you want, but this will be sufficient. Okay? And that's all there is to rationalizing denominators.